lovelies. How is everybody doing? We have to stop meeting like this, honestly. I have just woke up to an absolute glorious day. Well, I lie when I say I've just woke up. I was up at 6 to let the dog out, not to let Ollie out. And then I went back to bed because, yeah, the last, obviously, few weeks in the living room and then with the garden and everything is just absolutely knackering me out. Honestly, it's like a workout in itself. You don't need a gym. Like, I actually wake up every morning so like I've done a workout. Technically I have because I've been in the garden. So today I thought, excuse the mess, honestly, like, as I said, we really have to stop meeting like this because I've just got up. Anyways, I thought it would be fun to pop the camera on, say hello to everyone, catch up a little bit, and do something that I've not done before, which is, well, no, tell a lie, I have done it before, just not in a while. I don't make a habit of it, if that makes sense. I thought we could go thrifting. There's like a few bits and pieces that I want to pick up, I want to look for, like antique buying, that kind of thing, like vintage style. Anyways, yeah, I'm just having my breakfast. I've got a bit of a sore bum. I put a post up the other day. I fell. I was cleaning, I was editing, and then I thought, I know what, I'll clean as well. Honestly, my brain just does not shut down, and I've said this all the time, like I'm constantly on the go, I'm constantly thinking what I can do next, and I jump from one thing to another, and it's absolutely crazy. And if you're an OG, then you know me really well, and you know, like, this is what I do. Anyways, when the camera's not on, I'm even worse. It's unbelievable. But if you're returning, thank you so much. And if you're new, hi, my name's Rosie, because I haven't even done any introductions yet, have I? And I generally upload videos a couple of times a week, lifestyle vlogs, hauls, that kind of thing. But I think we're going to get into a lot more thrifting, a lot more like gardening and things like that. Yes, there'll still be like hauls and stuff, but like of a different kind, if that makes sense. I'm just going to try and be a little bit more aware of what I'm buying and a little bit more sustainable. And in the past I have, like, what is it they call it, like upscaled, like old furniture and stuff that I've bought. So that is my plan of action today. I want to go and see if I can find, well, I just want to go and have a rummage around and see what I can find, basically. And if we find anything, then it's a bonus, because I'm kind of like, my taste is, I like old meets new, but I'm like, I love like cozy cottage kind of vibes. Anyways, this is like the plan. This has been the long-term plan with my house and garden, kind of like, well, no, garden, yes, but that was work in progress. That just had to, like, that took a back burner up until now. I've been saying for the last 2-3 years that I needed to sort the garden, and then I just never have, because something else always takes priority. And then I just thought I would, yeah, start kind of like, I think what started me off with the upscaling and thrifting thing, like, massively, was the fact that I was decorating the living room and we needed a new fireplace and everything. Like, it just all needed a big revamp, and rather than go out and spend money that I didn't have, I just thought, you know what, just use what you've got, which I did. And then obviously it's just kind of gone from there. So oh, that's Ollie having a little bark, my wish puppy, as they say. So yeah, so I fell and I hurt my bum and I broke the laptop. This was the culprit. I was putting this light up. Well, I wasn't putting it up. Basically, the lights themselves, you take them down, you don't throw them away, you, like, what's the word, recharge them. Oh, you can tell I've just got up, can't you? Let me just sort something with my hair. You recharge them, and one of them had gone, like, dead, and I thought, right, okay, so the other one's bound to follow. Anyways, I put one on recharge, and was putting the other one on recharge. I got up, climbed up there to get it, and I lost my footing. The stool that I was using was the little black stool that I've got over there, and it's the way it's shaped is weird. Anyways, cut a long story short, I fell. and then to stop myself from landing on the coffee table, I put my hand out, kind of like threw myself forward, if that makes sense, because the way I was going to land on the coffee table, and that would have been a hospital job. Definitely a few broken ribs and whatever, which I didn't want, so I threw myself forward anyways. The laptop got it. I kind of hit the laptop with my hand and it just broke. Like it's so, yeah, it was like, I don't know, obviously quite sensitive, because I don't think I hit it that hard, but obviously maybe I did, I don't know. Anyways, so I hurt my bum and I broke my laptop, and I didn't think that I'd be able to use my laptop for like sorting out my videos and stuff like that. Anyways, Leroy came to the rescue, and I'm now I've got the laptop attached to the monitor, his monitor, and that's how I'm doing it. So there will be obviously continuous videos, and I just got to get the laptop fixed. So that needs to, obviously I need to find someone that mends laptops and stuff like that and get that sorted. But in the meantime, we are gonna just carry on, and I'm gonna have my breakfast, my usual. It's nothing, you know, it's just my usual, which is blueberries, honey, porridge and peanut butter, and I'm going to have my cup of tea, and then I'm going to get sorted, so the next time you see us we should be looking a little bit better. Hidden Valley Hospice, hopefully we will find something, I don't know. Very pretty. Oh, hang on, I need like a little desk collection that could pass, like as a little, let's have a look at it properly. There's just like lots of like dishes and things, some really cute things. Oh, like these little bud vases and stuff, this is what like I'm looking for. Second shop of the day, Oak Tree Animal Centre. Let's go and see what's in here. See if we can pick anything up nice. Absolutely loved this shop. There was so much to rummage through and have a look at. Honestly, I was like a child at Christmas. When you get up on Christmas morning, you see all your presents and things. It took me back to my childhood. I did pick up a few bits and pieces. I will show you them when I get home. Also, when I said I was looking for a Welsh dresser, I did actually find one, as you'll see. But unfortunately it wasn't quite what I was looking for, and then it was on to B&Q to have a look at the plants. It was a little bit busier in there than I anticipated, just because obviously it's the holidays and stuff. I did pick up a couple of plants though, so again I'll show you them when I get home. I think also at some point I'm going to try and get to a few more different garden centres. As much as I love B&Q for the garden part, honestly I think, you know, it's quite limited in choices. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go to a few different other places and have a look and see what I can find. You're not having my tea? Me and my little helper. Say hello. Hello, darling. Oh, you're not having my tea? No, I think we're going to have to move, aren't we? This isn't going to work. Yeah. Oh. We're going to have to move, aren't we? Yeah, I think we're going to have to move, my darlings. This isn't going to work. Ollie's after my tea, and he's going to end up on my knee at this rate. I don't know. Anyways, let's just get into it, my darlings. I have a thing at the moment for like little trinkets and lots of, I don't know, you'll see what I mean. Anyways, because yeah, I'm just going for like cosy vintage. This is absolutely adorable, and it's Wedgwood. It's actually Wedgwood. It's from the Sarah collection. It's bone china, and it was made in England, and it was from like 1995 because all the stamps are on it. So I'm just going to say, absolutely love it. I mean, this piece I actually picked up from, this isn't from the thrift, like this is, I didn't pick this, this is from eBay, and I think I paid about, I'm going to say this was £5, I put a bid on it and I actually won the bid. I didn't think I would, but then obviously you've got to pay your postage and packaging as well. So I think it worked out at about maybe £7-8, something like that. I know it wasn't too expensive, but for this pretty little piece of like vintage china, absolutely love it. Anyways, so that's my one of my first new purchases. There's a couple of other things that I got from eBay as well. I'll quickly show you them. This is obviously before I managed to get to where I needed to be today, which was like my thrift shops, some of the thrift shops. But this is like a little pot. I was actually going to buy, believe it or not, I was going to buy, it's from Fortnum and Mason, and I'm that stupid that I was going to buy this. It's clanking a lot, it's actually annoying me, so it's probably annoying you as well. But yeah, I was going to buy, I mean, mainly because I'm curious to see what the cheese tastes like, and it's Fortnum and Mason. But it's quite expensive, and for the size of the pot, it's tiny. So I thought, do you know what? And yeah, my brain works in mysterious ways, and obviously I didn't realise what I'm looking for. I can probably pick up second hand in any of the shops or online. So I went on eBay, as you do, and I've got a list as long as my arm for the stuff that I like and I want. And this is another reason why then I ended up in like the second-hand shops, because then I realised as well, like if I can get this stuff online, I can probably get it in the shops a hell of a lot cheaper. This I think was about £6, and then I seen a black one that had, I think it's got the honey and that in it as well. So, and that was, I mean, I think in the shop itself that was about £2, £3. So if I'd have obviously picked it up from one of the thrift shops, I probably could have saved myself a few pounds. Anyways, as I said, I'm just a little bit, how can I explain it? I don't know. Yeah, my mind works in stupid, mysterious ways. This is another item. This is the last item that I got from eBay. This is absolutely, it's so cute. The only thing that it's missing is the little like the spatula, you know, the wooden spatula that kind of sits in it. I'm not too fussed about that. That's fine. I just wanted it for the aesthetic look, and it's it's Beswick. See what I mean? Stupid. It's Beswick pottery, and it's absolutely stunning. And these are all like little vintage collector's items that, you know, this one was, I'm sure it was £12, and that was with the postage as well. So, you know, it's absolutely stunning, and it came really quickly. I just love it, absolutely love it. I love the vibe of it and everything, and it's what I'm going for, like in my kitchen and stuff. And this piece will be in my collection for years and years to come. And I'm just going to have like a little look to see if I can find something that'll fit in here, like a little spoon or something, or I'm sure I can maybe I'll find something. But I love it, absolutely love it. And yeah, I just love the aesthetic. Pottery makes a lot of noise, doesn't it? I need to behave myself. Something I picked up from my mum. Now the rest of this is what I picked up in the second-hand shops, the thrifting shops. My mum absolutely loves elephants, and I seen these straight away and I thought, you know what? There's actually two. They're so cute. And I just thought of my mum, and like, I know obviously I've thrifted them, but you know what? It's the thought that counts. One was £2, the little one, and the bigger one was £4. So all in all, £6. And they're actual pottery, which is, you know, they're ceramic. And I just love them, and I know my mum's gonna love them, so I picked them up for her. We'll pop them down there. Okay, so next, my little helper. Yes, you are, aren't you? You're very curious. Yeah, next, this little twinkle ball. It's Royal Dalton. I cannot believe, honestly, like, it's so cute. And it was like £2. It hasn't got a price on it, but it's literally, The guy at the till kind of like sold all it to me as like a kind of like a job lot. He like rounded it up and stuff, but this is about £2.50, something like that. Really, really nice. It's Royal Dalton, and I'm gonna have it like on my bedside cabinet as a little trinket box. I put all my jewellery in it, and then to go with it, there's kind of like this little bud vase as well, which I think is really, really cute. So it's like a whole set. Again, this is, can you see it? This is Royal Dalton. It's so pretty. £2.50. Absolutely love it. I'm lying. This isn't the set. This is the Royal Albert. I'm just lying. But again, it's Royal Albert. It's £2.50. Honestly, don't give your day job up, Rosie. And this is what I mean. Do you know, like when you're starting to do these things, obviously, like look for like vintage finds and antique finds and stuff like that. I think it's like really, really nice, and but obviously you learn as you go along, don't you? This one's Ainsley. It's another little bud pot. I just want loads of bits and pieces for my shelves and things, because at the moment my living room's quite sparse. There's not a lot in here, and it was £1.50. Again, another little cute find. Up there. What else have we got? This is quite, I think this is something like, I don't know if they're like Spanish bluebells or French bluebells, but there's like no mark or anything on it, so I'm assuming maybe somebody picked this up from abroad when they were on holiday, but it just says, I think it says Cafeta. I'm not 100% sure because, yeah, I don't know, but it's a cute, and I just thought, you know what, it's cottage vibes. It's the kind of like vibe that I'm looking for, and I just thought it was a really cute little pot, really cute little find. Again, it's just another bud pot, and it was £1. It was £1. Like, yay. What else? Let's have a little look. You're going to be sick of seeing like china and bud pots, honestly, but this was another little find. This one is Wedgwood, and it was £3. Absolutely stunning. Actually, it wasn't. It was sale. It was reduced from £3 to £1.50. There you go. Isn't that cute though? Honestly, you know what they say, don't you? One man's rubbish is another man's treasure. Or ladies' treasure, as they put it. But my house is quite a big house, so I have lots of rooms to decorate and lots of rooms to sort out. And again, for like the aesthetic that I'm going for, now these two here are the pair. These are actually really, really nice. And again, more bud vases, more vases. £2.95 and £2.25, and they are Wedgwood, and I just, yeah, they're just going to be like really, really nice, and I can style them up. I will show you obviously how I style them up and stuff. I mean, they're just little trinkets. So something else that's really, 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 really pretty is this vase. Again, it's Ainsley, and it's £4.50, and I just, you know, I need vases and things. I haven't got any vases and stuff, like big vases. I've now got a lot of little vases. Oh, I crack myself up. Honestly, because you're going to be sitting there saying, but you've just bought like loads of little bud vases. Yeah, I now have a big vase. But I liked it. I thought it was very pretty. And for, yeah, £4.50, and it's Ainsley. These things on eBay, when I was looking, honestly, all this stuff is in my cart on eBay, and you're talking like a small fortune. So anyways, I saved a few pounds by just going to the shop. Look at these pictures. I got two. These were in like the end of sale box as I was leaving, and I really need some pictures because I've got no pictures. And again, for the style that I want to go for, I'm looking for like vintage, antique, that kind of thing. There should have been £1. They were 50p each. 50p each, that's like for these, and they're, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. Like, they're really, really, everything's intact, they're really good quality. But I think what I might do is kind of like just give them like a little bit of a upscale, if that makes sense, just to kind of give it something of my own, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna maybe change the frame on them but for £1 for 2 pictures, and they're quite the vintage cottagey vibes. Absolutely love them. Like, the £1. And as I go along, I will get better at this game. Right, next. We nearly didn't have anything there left. That wouldn't have been good, would it? It's a flower pot. It's all to do with flowers. I love the aesthetic. Now, again, it's equestrian. It's made in Staffordshire. So it's, you know, it's UK pottery. And it was £2.95. And do you know something? I had stuff like this back, I'm gonna say, when I got my first ever house over 20 years ago. Wow. Anyways, yeah, I would have stuff like this in my house then. So it is very vintage, very happy with it. And Ollie's obviously got out the front because Leroy's come back from to the shop to pick up something for dinner. So Ollie's obviously gone out to meet him. But yeah, love that little vase. And then this. Again, I'm looking for like old pottery, old, you know, like, I don't know, mixing bowls and things like that, that I can kind of like use, you know, where I'm not going to spend a lot of money. This is quite heavy. This is ceramic. This is really heavy. And I would say this is probably from, what, the 80s, yeah? But it's a good old, like, casserole dish. And it needs a bit of a wash, wipe down, that kind of thing. I'm not sure if it'll be any good in the dishwasher because, again, it's got no mark on it. Ollie, it'll be in a minute, sweetheart. It's got, oh no, it has. It's got something. But again, obviously, because it's quite old, it could have worn out. I can't actually see that. There is something on there. There is a mark. It's literally just right there. But I can't see what it is. Anyways, I'm not sure. I don't want to risk it by putting it in the dishwasher because this is quite old looking. I don't know, but I can make like casseroles and pies and things like that in it. And when I'm not feeding everybody, you know, because not everybody wants to eat the same thing, it can, yeah, it will come in handy. Or if I'm doing vegetables and things like that. But trust me, there'll be a lot more of this. Where, yeah, it came from. Anyways, I think this was about £4 in the shops today. Even today, these I think are about, for the ones that you can get, I think they're about, what, £20–30, so for £4. And I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but, you know, I've saved quite a bit of money, and I'm happy with my finds. And then it's just furniture, so I'll show you the items that I picked up. This is one of the pieces that we picked up, and this is actually, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's an old writing bureau, and by the looks of things it's oak, and I just love it. I love the handles, I love everything, to the point where I might just spray the handles. I'm not even going to change the handles, and if I do, I'm just going to like spray them. I'll find a different kind of like colour for it. Everything, and I mean, look at this, like it's also been lined. This is like somebody's old paper. Everything is in working order. It's absolutely, I couldn't see anything wrong with it when we looked at it. But this, the lock works, the whole thing kind of like, look at that, isn't that stunning? I love it. I absolutely love stuff like this. I'm just lazy, and what happens is I think, ooh, I'll do that up, but even the little boxes and everything, I've still got like all the handles, the original handles and stuff. And I love the fact that I can lock it. And this is like, wow, I didn't even notice this. This is like old, is that like leather? That is absolutely, wow, all the gild is still on it. It's so pretty. The only thing that I did notice, and I will say is I think somebody at some point has had the same idea as me, and it's maybe been a different colour, I'm not sure, but I noticed this when I was in the shop. This isn't the original varnish that should have been on it, and you can see because it's kind of like on here, it's starting to come off, and where the sticker was that says sold, and we've took it off, this is what it's done. So I am going to do something with this. I'm probably just gonna get rid of all the old varnish and then we'll take it from there, but I don't really want to change it too much because I love the legs. Look at the legs. Wow, absolutely stunning. I don't know, I'll think about it. I just need to kind of like have a little think and put my own touch on it, if that makes sense. And then all this here. Look at this. Oh, you can tell, honestly, like this kind of stuff just absolutely excites me. Again, I think this is oak, if you can even see. It's got the original cushion and everything. I love the cushion. I think what I'm going to do with the cushion though is I'll give it a wash, and I was going to say get it on the line, but don't let that light fool you. It's gone really dull. I think it's, you know, obviously it's like a lot later in the day now, so yeah, it wasn't as nice as it was this morning. I know as the day's gone on, but yeah, so it's missing a handle. All I'll do there is I will just see if I can find some handles that I like. I'll see if I can find any that's kind of like thrifted and stuff like that. I'll have a little look. But I love the detail. The detail is absolutely gorgeous. And again, I don't really want to do too much to it because this is all like the original varnish and everything that would have been on this. So I will, again, probably just see what I can do with it. But we can have fun together, like sorting it out. Yeah. If anybody's got any kind of like ideas, just let me know. I love this kind of stuff because, you know, like I think this was about £20, something like that, £20, and it's just an old telephone like cabinet that would have, you know, sat in the hallway when telephones were the thing. Obviously if you're, you know, newer generation, then yeah, I'm older generation, so it's kind of, I can say I remember telephones. But obviously I won't use it as a telephone thing, but it is going to go in the hallway. Absolutely love it. If you can, what you can see of it, I've made the mistake of putting it beside the window, haven't I, which is, yeah, there, I'll move, that's better. But I love it. I just love the original detail and everything on it. And again, you know, you don't get stuff like this anymore, and if you do, you're paying a small fortune for it. And I mean, well, not a small fortune, a very big fortune. But for £20, the writing bureau, that was 25. Yeah, that was 25. This little oak desk, again, I've seen it. You know, it's probably not all oak, but it's definitely something. It's solid. It's all flipping solid. I don't know. Is it oak? Let me know what you think. But this is definitely oak, I think. But again, I love the detail, and it's got a little bit of damage to it, so I need to fix it. This was only £12 because of the damage that it's got to it. So I need to kind of like see what I'm going to do with that, because this bit's kind of like snapped, but it hasn't, just with age, it hasn't snapped all the way, if that makes sense. And I've checked it underneath, and these obviously breakages are where they've put the wood and glued it together, and just over time it's probably had water damage and stuff like that. It looks like it does, and it's just started to come away, but it's still solid. So I think what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to kind of like fix it. I've already started to research. I have an idea. I had an idea anyway, but yeah, I'm just going to fix it and put my own spin on it, and then it will take pride of place somewhere in my living room. And then these chairs. I haven't even got a table, but honestly, I don't know. I am looking for like an old style farmhouse table, which is, yeah, what I want. And then I can kind of like upscale that as well. But I've seen these two chairs. They're mango wood. I absolutely love them. They've got a little bit of, one of them's got a little bit of damage to them, but again, I'm not going to keep them like this. I'm going to put my own spin on them, and yeah, this will keep me occupied. I think the chairs were £10 each. This will keep me occupied for weeks. But I think I've found my new, apart from the garden as well, I've found my new hobby. I absolutely love them. And do you know what? Like, I'm not like a furniture enthusiast. I don't generally, I've upscaled a few pieces in the past where I've had old wardrobes and, you know, I've bought them second hand and they've maybe been a little bit worn, so I've got some paint, I've had paint lying around and I've just kind of like painted them up and stuff like that. But, you know, it's, I don't know. I need something to keep me occupied, if that makes sense, and it's never too late to start a new hobby. So thrifting and going antique shopping and just changing this place up to how I want it is going to be absolutely amazing. And it all costs a lot of money, and if I can save myself money and learn new skills along the way, then hey up, let's do it. And it's not because I'm stupid or anything like that, it's just because I'm lazy. And yeah, anyways, right, so these plants, oh, battery died. I can hear next door's dogs. Why is it every time I put my camera on, next door's dogs go crazy? They must sense it, they know. They know. Anyways, if you could get past the dogs barking, I'll show you these plants and a little update on the garden. So my lovelies, at this point I thought it best I do another voiceover just because the dogs were quite loud. But the garden, as you can see, is looking really quite pretty. The plants seem to be doing quite well, all apart from, I mean the grass isn't, but yeah, that's another story. Everything's doing fine apart from this little clipping that I took, unfortunately. Planting it didn't work. I should have just popped it in water and it could have grown, you know, its roots. But I'll know for the next time. But anyways, my darlings, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're still with me to the end, thank you so very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to press the like button, and I'll see you all very, very soon. So stay safe, take care, lots of love. Yeah, bye.